It was quite a shock what came out yesterday about the alleged or apparent suicide of Mike Minnie. So the question we're asking you this morning, mystery surrounding the alleged suicide of Lost Boys author Mike Minnie. What are your views around this? I mean, what was your first instinct when you heard this story? Does it measure up for you? A lot of people asking questions. You publish a book and then you commit suicide like almost a week later? It doesn't make sense. Nothing makes sense.
When you are following up on leads, he was meant to meet with some people who would have further leads for him in this regard. Just doesn't make sense. But I tell you what, this is one of those stories that has really intrigued me. It's really captivated my imagination, and interestingly, I'd love to know what some of our viewers think of this as well.
Oh, I think it's captured a lot of people's imaginations. A lot of people talking about this and trying to figure out how, when, what happened. But yeah, mystery at the moment. And in fact, we might even try and get the police, the investigating officers on the show just to talk about the investigation, how different it may be or may not be, and where they're at night, because there was that suicide note that was found. Obviously, no contents have been made available. That's all part of the investigation, but this is certainly a talking point, and that's what we would like to hear from you about.
And it's all very neat, isn't it? But as you say, we'll try and get more information to move it forward. But let's just shift over now to our stories of the day and what you can look forward to. Okay. So Deputy Minister Buti Manamela, he will open the 2018 TVET Month campaign at Umfolozi TVET College. The Department of Higher Education and Training officially launched and declared August as Technical and Vocational Education and Training College Month in 2014. Now, the month of August will be dedicated to engaging communities about programs and career pathways available in TVET colleges.
Okay, next one. 2 municipal ward by-elections to take place in the Northwest and the Northern Cape. The by-elections will be contested by 1 independent candidate and 7 candidates from 5 political parties.
Right, let's take a look at what's trending this morning. So the top trending topics, hashtag Veronica Zondeni Sobukwe. And it's Sobukwe there. So yeah, and we spoke about that. Really sad news coming through this morning. And I think, and if I may just here, I think we actually have failed Mrs. Sobukwe as a nation. And that's one we have to take on the chin, because we just forgot about her. Nobody bothered, nobody cared. And I remember speaking to her, and already at that time, she was not doing very well. She was already into her 80s, and nobody cared. That is what we have to accept. And belatedly, when someone wrote an article, then we all woke up and like, oh, by the way, there's Robert Sobukwe's widow. But no, we failed her. We failed her.
Yeah, and that's the devastating story this morning, that she is no longer, and it's now what happens next. And obviously what happens next is everybody talks about her and celebrates her life, but what was done when she was alive, and that's the problem. Okay, Mark Minnie also trending. That's our question of the day to you, and I think people still speculating as to what happened there. It's an apparent suicide, but we do say apparent because obviously still issues need to come out around this. We're asking you your views on it this morning. What do you think happened? It was a very explosive book that's been released. I mean, detailing things that people are very sensitive about, and still saying that one of the NP members, former NP members, is actually still alive. Hasn't been named, but they're still alive. So this story was just the tip of the iceberg, apparently.
My intrigue led me to a process of elimination. Who was who at the time? Who was in that cabinet? And I'm left with 2.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh,
so
okay.
I've narrowed it down to 2 names. So but I'm not ever going to say it because I don't want to go down that route.
No, that's not your.
But people are scared. People are very scared. Yesterday, someone sent me an anonymous message saying, I've known Mark for 30 years, and Mark wouldn't have done that.
No, and many people saying how his family was the world to him. I mean, it was just, that was him. It was Mark, his family, and he just absolutely worshipped them. And to take your life and leave your family, and nothing weighs up. But we can't speculate here.
No, we can't.
We don't know.
But it's also led to another interesting thing, whereby other people who are in any way connected to this are saying, they're sending out messages and telling those close to them, you know what, I'm not suicidal. And so if anything happens, we just want you to know that.
Sure. Okay. And then finally, Kaizer Chiefs. I'm talking about suicidal. Sorry, I had to throw that in. You're not a happy lady, are you? Or no Kaizer Chiefs fan is very happy with them this morning.
Again, like with Arsenal, I'm not sure what to make of Kaizer Chiefs at this point, given that there's a new coach, there's a new direction, hopefully, that the club is trying to move in. But I don't know. Is it the players? Is it the coach? Many people are saying it's the players, because it doesn't matter how many coaches you change. The players, some of them just need to go.
Yeah.
And they're talking about the older, more established players like Shaba in shot there, and like George Maluleka in shot there, the likes of Bernard Parker. People are saying these are the players holding the club back.
Well, the good news is that their jersey is doing really well.
Yes.
One of the best jerseys in the world, if not the best jersey. So, as a fan,
we'll take anything.
You can be proud of the jersey, okay? You may not wear it because you're not proud of the team, but the jersey's pretty cool. Okay, all right. You see, I'm always trying to find the balance in the story. The happy and the sad. Thank you very much. Well, that's what we're here for. Rob Byrne. Let's get a traffic update.